told you I'd be bringing a few friends.
You should have brought more.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Macho Movie Madness.
Yeah.
I am your host, Brandon. Alongside me always is Chris.
Hello.
And joining us today is somebody a little different than Andrew. Andrew is actually gone on a little trip, and he will be back here next week. It's our good buddy, Mike. Hello, Mike.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm well.
Very good.
Hopefully I'm an adequate
Contribution
substitute.
to the... Yeah, well, that's yet to be seen. I know you're nervous because this is probably the best podcast I know about, and it's a lot to.
We definitely reach more people than you're probably used to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I'm definitely frightened.
Yeah. More people than Joe Rogan, more people than
Oh yeah,
than everybody. Yeah,
like the 10 million downloads.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like I know he was a little nervous, so he's like, "Oh man, you guys are like my favorite two podcasters." It's gonna be a lot to live up to, But anyway, today, since Andrew is out, we are going to be discussing the Resident Evil series, film franchise.
Woohoo!
And, woohoo! And we brought Mike along because he is a Resident Evil expert, mainly in games, and we've all played the games, but
Define expert.
Well, I mean, I know you are because, me and you both have beaten 3 like 4 different times in a day.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I know we beat it like twice in a day. That was like a year ago, by the way. Mm-hmm. We ran through. We just because it's been years since we played it, so we decided.
We'll be playing that shit when we're 80.
Oh, I'll guarantee it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Just seeing because it's actually really fun to go through 3 multiple times over because you can choose different kinds of ammo to make.
Yeah. And
I love being able to make your own ammo and stuff, like with a reloader. So that's awesome. So we went through and like, we're going to try it with this time, and we're just going to load only these kinds of rounds and run through it this way.
And you just need powder.
Yeah, and Mike is extreme as shit, so he's only hard mode all the time. Like there's no easy mode when it comes, especially Resident Evil. It's hard mode or nothing.
Yeah.
So we beat, and our goal is to beat Nemesis like every fucking encounter.
Yeah.
To get all those special parts and stuff that you drop. What a nightmare.
Oh, it was if we don't hate ourselves, we're doing it wrong.
Well, it was a nightmare to start out with, and then it actually got really fun because we got really good at it by the second. I think we went through.
Oh yeah, once you drop them a few times.
Was it 2 or 3 times we went through it? Mm-hmm. It was pretty fucking stupid.
Well, I mean, after the first time, it'll get better.
It does, yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Because then you know what you're doing.
We got a lot of fond memories with the games.
I do with the movies too.
Really? Because I was gonna say not so much with the movies.
Oh, I do.
Really?
Yeah. Not so much the newer ones.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of it, but they're not like even looking back now. We love the first few.
Oh yeah.
But like they're not really good.
No.
But like even the first one's pretty bad.
The third one, I think the third one came out, the year...
2002. Oh, what was the third one?
Yeah, the third one came out...
2007.
Yeah, the year after I graduated.
Yeah, it's the year I graduated, yeah.
And, so, I mean, that's three movies in the time of being a teenager. So that's pretty...
Well, I mean...
That's pretty badass.
Despite my feelings, it's made a bunch of money, and it's with
ton of money.
Yeah, it's like lasted longer than almost all, if not all, the action movies around that time that come out with the series.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's still, and it was before. It was around longer than Avengers movies. I mean, it's or any of the Marvel movies. It's been around since the days of the Fast and the Furious began. It's still going, just like them. So, I don't know. You can compare the Resident Evils to the Fast and Furious series. They're a lot alike. They're preposterous
You could even, I mean, you could kind of say that the Fast and Furious movies actually stick to their story better, but
mostly.
Mostly. But other than that, I mean, they're fun. They're just a fun action movie that's preposterous. And even though they're not that good, even though they're not good films, they're still fun to watch.
Oh, I'll give you that.
You know,
they're definitely fun.
This last one that came out, Final Chapter, it wasn't as fun to watch, but it did have a lot of fun parts.
I found myself involved in it. Like I was enjoying it, but we were also kind of going through the whole thing like, what the fuck is going on, and why is this happening? What is it? I mean, we were having more fun picking it apart than anything.
Yeah,
because they're just terrible.
I honestly, for some reason, enjoy bad films more than good ones.
Well, yeah,
I always have.
Yeah.
Well, and this is like the pinnacle of bad films.
It really is, especially of the series.
Yeah,
it's not true to the games at all.
No, not even close.
But I don't even.
It's like a AAA rated, shit movie.
Yeah,
is what it is.
Well, Mike made a point too. Like by the middle of the final chapter, it looked more like a Fallout game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could have been a Fallout movie and not just a straight up Resident Evil.
Yeah. Like
it looked, I don't know. It was just retarded.
Yeah.
You know, when the first one come out, we all loved it. Like I absolutely loved it. It was great. Yeah, and the CGI and stuff doesn't hold up well at all anymore.
No,
but I did enjoy the first one. I did think it was a little weird when I first watched it because like, who the fuck is this Alice chick? You know, they made her just for the movies, and I like Mila Jovovich a lot, but. I mean, really, that's kind of why you keep coming back once she's in there, you know?
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why you keep coming back, but, it really wasn't done well looking back. I just don't think it holds up as well as it was. Like, as cool as it was back then, it doesn't hold up as well.
Yeah.
Now,
when it first came out, when the first one first came out, it was a big deal. It was a big deal. Yeah. And it probably, even back then, it probably wasn't a good movie. I don't know, because I was young and didn't care. I was excited because it was a video game that I played.
It was in the mansion.
I was excited for the fucking Tomb Raider movie, and look how that turned out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, that was good. That was good back then.
Yeah,
when
back
you first
then
came
that
out.
was badass.
It was acceptable to you until you got older.
Yeah, and then you realize, ooh, this is garbage.
It's weird.
I don't think I've seen that movie since the early 2000s.
Well,
yeah,
keep it that way.
Yeah,
probably will. I mean, unless you like Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Nah. Really.
She can be good. She can be good.
She can be.
You know, and I'm not, even though I love her in these movies, I'm not a big fan of Mila Jovovich.
Really?
No. Not really. I mean, I think she's,
just okay.
She's pretty much, like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. I just don't. She's really bland to me, other than these movies.
Well, she's almost as awkward as her husband.
Oh man, that's a big statement because he's an awkward motherfucker. Yeah. He's weird, man. She's
got really good looks. That's what.
You ever listen to him talk? Yes. Like in oh my god, like the special features on these movies. He's the craziest. I mean, he's pretty much. I've often wondered watching the special features on these movies. I've often wondered if he's not retarded.
Well, have you heard the writing?
Oh my god! Yeah, especially this last movie.
And it's the same. This guy has done every one of these movies.
Every one of them,
and none of them connect to each other. They're all just jumbled up.
He is a madman.
He is
a madman.
I'm
very rich man.
I'm pissed off that Bryan Singer still has the X-Men series because that is a fucking mess and he is terrible. I'm pissed off that Michael Bay still gets work. However, this is just lunacy how he's able to still have anything to do, and then he writes and directs the last one. Did he write and direct all of them?
I don't know.
I know he directed all of them.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Either way, wow. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I know he did. I know he wrote and directed the last one for sure, and I'm pretty sure he did the last 3.
Yeah.
For sure. Or not for sure, but I know for sure the last one. I'm pretty sure the last 3, and probably all of them.
What pisses you off is the cool cliffhanger endings they give you, and then like other than the first or the second, the rest of them really have not anything to do with. Well, I think 4 and 5 does, but a little bit, right, because of the Arcadia, ship. But like, and the first one follows the first one really loosely follows the first game a little bit, because there's characters of the first game, there's similar plots to the first game. You have the mansion. The second one, which is probably, dare I say, all of our favorites, Apocalypse. Is it your favorite?
It's mine.
It's my favorite. Yeah. I enjoy it the most because I love Raccoon City and I love that setting. Yeah. I love the son. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Jill Valentine was awesome, and we got Nemesis through.
And we got Omar Epps.
Yeah, Omar Epps. Yeah. And who? Wait, Omar. Oh yeah, Omar. Well, there's Mike Epps is in it too.
Mike Epps.
Wait, my bad.
Yeah,
Mike Epps.
That guy.
Mike Epps. Are you talking about the other guy? The guy that was on was his name Omar?
The third. Oh yeah, the third one. Yeah, his name is Omar. Yeah,
the guy who's on he's on the second, third one. He's Umbrella. He's an Umbrella agent or whatever. SWAT team or whatever.
His name is Omar.
Is his name Omar?
I don't think it's Epps though. I think it's just. I think it's.
I don't have my phone on me. I don't know. I could be wrong on that.
I think his name is Omar.
But you're thinking of Mike Epps, right? The black guy.
He was in
Mike Epps. Mike Epps.
The Mummy.
That's what I said.
The Mummy.
He's in the Mummy.
The
too.
Mummy. Yeah.
I think that's Oded.
Oded. Okay.
Oded.
Well, it's O something. Give me a break.
We're just being racist. That's all. And it's Omar.
It's
Omar. Oh yeah, you know the Omar guy.
That one dude.
He's got to be Omar. His name's got to be Omar.
Yeah, Omar.
Look at him. It's like anyway, it's like my name's got to be Dan, like or something. You look like a fucking
Brandon.
Dan. Brandon's
That's
very
generic,
white man name.
We have the three most generic white men names in the world sitting right here in a round table.
Well, that's what's crazy is I don't know near, like we got a Mike, Chris, and Brandon, and I don't know near as many Chris's or Mike. I know several Mikes, several Chris's. I know like 10 times more Daniels.
Yeah.
Like Daniel is insanely.
Yeah, there is.
Like,
it's very popular.
Yeah, especially around here. I know too many Daniels.
Well, I know the year because, well, I mean, we were all born in the same year, weren't we? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were, weren't we?
Yeah.
But that year, I think our 3 names were the most popular names
I wouldn't
to name
fucking doubt
boys.
it. A cousin of mine got named, and this is retarded. And I mean, it's about as redneck as you could probably get, I guess. But there's a distant cousin of mine who was born 2 weeks, or is a week or 2 weeks to the day I was born. After I was born, and he got the first and middle name, same first and middle name as me.
What the hell?
Yeah, just a different last name. Because his fucking mom seen my name in the paper or heard about it or something and then named her the same fucking thing, I guess. I don't know. Well, that's fucking easy. Here you go.
Yeah. Well, I know several people with the same first and last name as me.
Yeah.
And the only difference is our middle names.
I have two. Yeah, I have 2 in the system. There's something O. I don't know. Christopher O.
See what's happening here? We're talking about names.
We're talking about names.
Well, I mean,
basically, this is what Paul Anderson did with Resident Evil.
Exactly.
We were talking about, we were talking about.
We're following the same formula.
And now.
That was actually going to be my point. See, I was going to be different than Paul Anderson. That was going to be my point. I was actually going to bring that up. That hey, this is what we do. Actually, no, this is what we do all the time. We always get off on a tangent. We always get off on a tangent because that's how it should be.
No. Yeah.
We're always structured.
I've never gotten off topic.
Yeah, we're always fucking structured here. We are a very serious business. We're
in the business of business.
The business of business. We couldn't be more businessly, bigly business.
We could never be more bigly.
Yeah, you know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. Just ask it. It's ask anybody.
Just ask everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Believe me. Believe me. Okay. Believe me. I'll tell you. Believe me. Anyway. Yeah, wonderful Mike Epps in Resident Evil 2. I love Resident Evil 2 for a lot of reasons. Jill Valentine being the first one.
90% of the film.
The fact that it's the outbreak in Raccoon City itself, because I love Resident Evil 2 so much. That's biggest reason. And then Nemesis, they kind of bled in 3 there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I hated the program and how they did Nemesis, but I love the look of Nemesis.
Yeah. Yeah,
awesome.
they really got the look of Nemesis down.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
They did.
It was awesome.
They did a really.
I hate, like I said, I hate how he came to be, but it's okay because it was awesome.
Yeah, I'm
his
all right
fucking
with
gun
it.
was amazing.
Yep.
Uh,
The part where he attacks the whole Stars crew at the station, like you got the guy sitting on the roof in the cowboy hat and shit, and that whole part was amazing. That was awesome. Like that's everything I've ever wanted from a Resident Evil movie.
It was kind of weird when she she like touched Matt's humanity, like side of humanity or whatever. And, the join team. I don't know.
She stared into his blue eye.
Yeah, it's blue eye. And then everything changed.
He remembered.
And everything changed. Extinction was a fucking mess.
I love Extinction.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a mess.
Lyndon Ashby.
Yeah, I loved it.
It was a mess.
It's cool. He was.
It was a mess.
It was.
But
I
still loved it.
It wasn't as much. No, it was as much of a mess.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was Extinction was the first time
because they brought the clones in at the end.
Yes.
Right? Yes.
That was the first time that he really flew off the handle with his story.
Yeah.
Like the first two,
like I said, like the end of the second one was way different. Setting up, Jill went and got Alice.
Yep.
And then Jill wasn't even in the movie.
No.
And neither was Dr. Ashford's daughter.
Nope.
Continuity.
Yeah, what do you need continuity for?
Then the oceans dry
Omar
up.
or Oded.
Yeah, it's just everything's a fucking desert.
He was there.
Sadiq.
Odell Omar.
Yeah.
Odika.
Yeah.
I just made up a
name.
That
guy.
Yeah, that guy.
I like
the cool
him.
fucking guy.
I do like him.
I can't remember. I can't
too.
remember his name, but I like him.
Yeah,
I do too.
Dude, the way he went out was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Badass.
I
like most the scenes from that movie. Even though it was a jumbled up mess, I loved it.
Making people bleed through their noses
well.
and frying their brains with her mind powers. I don't fucking.
And the entire planet was a giant desert.
Yeah.
And then Paul Anderson was like, "Oh shit, we might need more filming locations other than a desert.
Yeah.
We'll just forget any of that happened.
Yeah, just forget any of that.
And no one will give a shit, and then they'll come watch
they'll still
my
fucking
movie
come back. And they did.
And they did.
And they did.
And they profited.
And
I'm fine with that. Totally fine.
Oh yeah, there were critic reviews
on
that are
him.
awful on these movies, but they are.
I don't even. I'm not even mad.
No,
I'm not.
You can't be.
See,
I like
we've spoke out against critics many, many, many times on our channel.
Mm-hmm.
This series of movies is probably the best example of why critics fail, because every one of these movies has been like critically panned big time. Like the critics just pick them apart, and they're like, "This is retarded. This movie's bad, and you should feel bad."
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about Citizen Kane.
And you know
I'll
what?
watch Resident Evil.
Exactly. That's my point.
Fuck.
That's my point exactly. For instance, this year, Lady Bird is taking like every fucking critical acclaim award that is imaginable.
Yeah.
You know how much money it's going to make? Fucking $10,000 probably.
Yeah.
You know why? Because nobody wants to fucking see that shit. Except for critics.
Yeah.
Regular people that go out and spend their hard-earned money to watch movies, they want to see shit like Resident Evil.
Yeah.
No matter how bad it is, it's still going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's still going to be fun.
And they'll pay twice as much now just so they can go home and bitch about how bad it was on Facebook, because they have to see it to see how bad it was.
I went to theaters for most of them.
Oh yeah,
and I'm a big fan of the games.
And
the Resident Evil films have as much to do with the games as
I don't
pyrotechnics does with gardening.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I went to the theater and watched any of them actually.
I've went and watched two of them. I watched the first and the second in theater.
The one you watched was the last one.
That was the only two I went to the theater and watched.
Yeah. I don't know. Like it just, I wanted to. And then just something happened and I didn't. I don't know what it was, but we didn't. And I don't know if it was. If I did go watch it, then it was Extinction.
Yeah.
And it might have been with you. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It might have been with you. If we did, it would have been Extinction. It would have been with you, because we were working at Town and Country at the time. I was there at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what happened. Because I remember when it came out.
They were. They're definitely worth watching in the theater.
Yeah. Sit around, eat popcorn.
I'll give them that, because
watch
the explosions are crazy.
When Afterlife was kind of boring to me, for the most part. And then the problem with these, like we said earlier, is the continuity stuff. Like, they got rid of the clone problem in Afterlife, I think. Like, in the first, 15 minutes or some shit. Like, they got rid of all the clones died or something. Wasn't it? It was Afterlife.
I don't remember.
I think it's Afterlife.
I don't remember.
Because they were going after Arcadia. Like, they were trying to find the ship Arcadia or whatever after that. I think in that movie is the one where they were all separated and trying to come together or some shit.
Yep.
And then,
where they were trying to find it.
Yeah.
They thought it was a town.
Yeah, they thought it was safe haven kind of thing.
Yeah,
and
they
turned out
thought
it was
a town, and that ended up being a ship.
Yeah, and then they get there, and then like Jill Valentine shows back up in her hot looking outfit and blonde hair, like she looked like in Resident Evil 5.
Resident Evil 5 outfit.
Yeah, and she was under mind control, and she was evil. And then it was that. No, see, and this is where I get confused because it's this one or that. It's this one or it's Retribution right after where she. Where they fight? One? No, it was Retribution, wasn't it? Where they fight and then she pulls it off of her.
Yeah,
because Claire Redfield ends up with it for a little while. She's controlled for a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't know. See, that's the problem. I get confused. Right.
The one,
because I think it's in that one.
I get those two. I get the two movies mixed up, but because they kind of came out at the same time or close. They came out.
They were no. They were two. Well. Yeah, they were 2 years apart.
Yeah,
they were
2 years isn't a whole lot of time.
Because you had two. You had 1 and 2 were 2 years apart. Then the next 2 were 3 years apart up until 2007, 2010, and then 2012. So the 2010 and 12 were 2 years apart.
Yeah,
that's what it was. There's 3-3-2.
Well, they were
2-3-3-2.
Yeah,
old.
Yeah, I know.
Well, these movies have been going on a long time.
Yeah, they have.
I think the continuity thing really fucks with you.
Oh, big time.
But it didn't bother me near as much like the first couple times as it should have. But like I think the one that has really got me is the most recent one, the last one.
Yeah.
Because so much shit happened in Afterlife. And then so much shit happened in Retribution. And I actually liked Retribution a lot. One, like everybody else is gone.
It was a really cool.
That ending.
It was cool. Yeah, the ending was awesome, right? So, like, everything was cool, and it's kind of like a video game. You had different stages, and everybody, they were fighting the monsters in town. Ada Wong shows up.
Yeah.
Leon Kennedy, which was my favorite fucking Resident Evil character of all time, is in this movie.
Games, yeah.
Everybody else is fucking gone.
Yeah.
Other than Alice, and, because I don't think Claire's even in it, right? Is Claire in it for a little bit? I don't even remember that.
I don't remember either.
Anyway. But at the end, no, I don't think she was, because at the end, she goes to meet Wesker. She confronts Wesker. Then he gives her the powers back that he took away from her because this war that they're going to have to fight. So Jill's on the rooftop of the White House. Wesker's lined up with them, ready to fight.
Jill,
or
not? Yeah,
Jill,
and
Wesker,
Ada.
her, and then who was it?
Ada.
Ada and Leon.
Yeah.
Ada and Leon.
Yep.
And that was it. At the end, I'm like, oh, this is going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah, on
like
top
something's
of the
going to be crazy.
I wanted to see that.
Yeah,
I wanted to see Wesker fuck zombies.
Yes,
with his bare hands.
And then have Leon come
Didn't
back.
happen.
Yeah,
and then I was like, and Ada come back. Nope, because we get to 7, and like none of that fucking happens.
Yeah,
she's in DC. Across from the monument,
it did happen.
It happened. You just don't know how it happened.
Yeah, like it happened. You just didn't see shit, so you got as a cop out.
Yeah.
And apparently, and so we don't know what happened to anybody. We don't know what happened to any of them people. We assume they died or took off.
Yeah.
Because they're gone. They don't explain anything. Apparently, Wesker double crosses her or something again.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's poorly done.
Oh yeah.
And next thing you know, she's on her fucking own again.
Yeah.
And she's, I don't know. It's just so fucking.
Well, it's like they kind of redid 3. The third
kind of. It's kind of like they started off with 1 or 2, and then they just forgot everything. Well, and not even that because it was Dr. Ashford who made the T-virus to help his daughter, and now this is Dr. Was it Marco or Marcus? Dr. Marcus, who had made it for his daughter, who had some kind of crazy ass age generation disease,
which is it's a real
it doesn't work that way, but it's a real disease. And then so he made it for her. Then Dr. Isaac, who is back. Who's awesome?
Yeah, all of a sudden,
and scary as shit looking.
Because people like Ian Glenn,
right?
Yeah.
Well, Ian Glenn.
The only reason.
Yeah. Game of Thrones.
Well, Game of Thrones came out. He was getting hot again, so then they were like,
right.
"Oh, well, we got to bring him back."
Exactly. So never, and these two characters happen to be clones who've never met before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they hate each other.
Yeah, and then the Red Queen, which is a little girl from the first film and several of these films, turns out now she's got some kind of issue with Dr. Isaac killing all these fucking people.
Yeah.
And she's not supposed to kill.
She's not. I'm not evil no more.
Yeah,
You're a fucking computer program.
Yeah, we got a problem.
You're not
here.
good or evil. You're just a program.
You're just a program.
You follow your program.
You're following your program, and so something along the way happens, and you're trying to prevent him from obliterating the rest of the human race. But you can't take out Umbrella yourself, but Alice can. So you're going to help Alice, and then it turns out that fucking Alice is a copy from her.
Yeah,
and like that's just so they're all the same fucking person with different spans or different entities, and. Oh, it's a fucking mess.
Yeah, it's a jumbled up mess.
It seems like a fucking just cop out to the series.
Yeah, a lot of it is.
Well, it's been 3 years again, or 4 years this time. It's been 4 years.
Well, and you got to
with.
think this movie is supposed to be one of the most, like, I don't know, I want to say haunted, but that's not the right word. Cursed. It's supposed to be one of the most cursed movies of all time.
Is it really?
Yeah, there was like 3 people die on the set.
Oh, well.
Oh, that's not too bad. 3.
Well, that's quite a few.
I bet they weren't as big as Brandon Lee dying for The Crow.
Well, no.
Oh my God.
No, but this is it's supposed to be.
Now that movie was cursed.
It's supposed to be one of the most cursed movies ever.
That's interesting.
That's why it took it so long to make.
Yeah, that makes sense.
People kept dying.
I blame Paul Anderson.
Yeah, Paul Anderson killed him.
Well, I think they were all stunt people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know why everything else was CGI. And
I know.
That's that might be why the cropping and the editing's so bad.
Yeah, probably.
The show chopping.
Well, I know it took them quite a few years to just get it done. So I mean,
I think that
anytime you spend more than 1 year to film and edit a movie, it's gonna be jumbled up. Yeah, it's gonna be a mess.
Pretty much garbage. It is. You're right. Because it severely like it didn't piss me off, but I'm just like I'm still like in a loss. Like
no, there was
enough happened.
There was enough really cool scenes that I didn't get mad. Like especially the first.
I mean, I didn't have a bad time watching. I was just flying. What the fuck is happening?
The flying thing. I call it the Jeepers Creeper because it kind of like the face of that thing looks like Jeepers Creeper.
Almost, yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I love that.
The fucking tail that was trying to grab her out of there. Yeah,
I love that shit.
It's interesting.
And what else did I love?
I love the look she gave those things. Like she said, it's going to take a while for this this virus. It's airborne now, but it's going to take a while for it to spread across and kill everything. So I still have a job to do. Mm-hmm. And then they're flying in her rearview mirror. They're flying, and she's riding the bike, and she just kind of looks at the mirror like, "Oh, you guys,
yeah,
like,
you scamps,
you scamps,
you rascals, you little rascals." But I love the tank. I like the idea of the tanks. I thought that was really cool.
Vehicles were impressive. Crowd control vehicles.
Yeah, they're just kind of like driving around they're just driving around the country.
Yeah,
in these tanks. Just
I
don't know.
So did anybody else though have a problem with how Dr. Isaac died?
I have a problem with how Wesker died.
Yes, I was going to get to that. That was a fucking a mess.
That was
he is a bad son of a bitch.
Yeah,
unstoppable regeneration, everything. Like he fast as shit,
can
dodging bullets. Like this motherfucker
almost
is unstoppable.
Has precognition.
Yes, Dr. Isaac has that in this, but Wesker should have it too.
Yeah,
Wesker was sitting in a room the whole goddamn time watching everything.
Yeah,
and he was setting up the traps and stuff as this team was coming in to the hive, but which was good scenes, but you were waiting. It was building and building to this moment that never happened.
Yeah.
At all. He gets killed by a fucking door.
Yeah.
Not killed by the door, but
he may as well have slipped on a banana peel
exactly.
His skull open.
Albert Wesker, you're fired, and he slips on a banana peel, and his leg gets fucking cut off.
Oh, what?
Oh, what? What do you mean I'm fired? Oh,
a door.
Yeah, no, a door catches him off guard. He falls, it pinches, and fucking cuts
by a door.
Yeah, and he just lays there. Am I fucking wrong?
No,
that was the worst way for Wesker to go out.
Or did they explain why he just laid there and didn't regenerate? Or did Did firing him relieve him of his powers too? Like that makes no fucking sense.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I thought that by him saying that, I thought that that the computer or what do they call it? The Red Queen. Mm-hmm. I thought whenever he said "you're fired," that the Red Queen turned off his the shit that they got from the Umbrella Corporation that was in their blood stream.
I wouldn't see how that could even happen though.
Well, it's controlled by a satellite.
Is it though?
It's electronic shit.
I had not thought of that.
Yeah, that's just what I thought. That's what I thought.
Well, maybe you're right. I'll have to go back and watch it.
It kind of made sense to me at the time.
We'll have to go back and watch that and confirm that because I don't remember.
I don't know if that's what that's what it meant or not.
Well, because it just happened so fast, and me and him were watching.
I know.
What the fuck?
I know.
Is going on?
See, what I was thinking,
a door fucking cut his leg off, and then he just dies from an explosion.
My explanation was Paul Anderson got tired of thinking too hard.
Yeah.
Well, that was kind of what I was thinking.
Well, either way, he did.
I thought that he probably meant to have more with Wesker.
Mm-hmm.
And then something probably came up, and so he had to write it off real quick.
Yeah.
That's what I'm assuming. Anyway.
I don't know. It makes no fucking sense whatsoever, though.
But I thought that's what they were getting at, though, because Alice could.
That makes sense if that's the case.
Because before they could track Alice with the satellites because of the stuff that was in her.
Mm-hmm.
And Wesker had the same shit in him that Alice had in her. And they could turn her off. You remember that? Which, I mean, that was
that was an extinction.
That was the third one. They could turn her off with the satellite.
And then she used her willpower to break the link.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So that's what I'm assuming.
A power of Paul Anderson.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. I might be wrong.
Did that motherfucker?
He'll probably listen to this and be like, "That's how I'll explain it the next movie."
Yeah, I'll go. Oh, don't you worry, guys. I've got the reboot in my hands right now.
There is going to be a reboot.
There is going to be a reboot, and like a fucking little fanboy, I want to see what's going to be about.
Right.
But
you know what
I have no expectations. It's the best way to go in.
No.
What I would like to see is
no new original characters. I just want game characters.
I would like to. That's what I was
cool.
about to say. I would like to see
Alice. People.
No original characters. A straight up movie made from.
If there's original characters, they need to be supporting characters.
The game.
You know, I
want supporting. I want original. Yeah.
Well, they don't even the games.
Original main.
Like if you go by the games, you don't even need more supporting characters. There's so many
and
supporting
not seven.
characters.
And not 7. I don't want anything to do with 7. I don't want it.
Not yet.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about the main character at all.
Yeah.
And people may disagree with this, but I don't give a shit. 7 was okay as a game.
Yeah.
As a survival horror game, and then I'm really back and forth on the first person thing because it's the switch over to first person was creepy, and it was cool. It kind of felt like an old Resident Evil game. It felt like a survival horror game. But it still at the same time didn't feel like Resident Evil, and I don't give a shit about this guy.
Yeah,
that I can't even see. I don't know. I had so much more fun and involvement in the first several anyway. At least the first 4 for sure.
Well, if you compare him to Leon,
well, you can't.
You can't. Shit.
You definitely can't. Well, even if you compare him to fucking any of the women characters,
Brad Chickenheart Vickers.
Yeah,
I like Brad better than him.
Can't compare him to anybody. Yeah,
I like Brad better than him.
Well, and Chris shows up at the end.
He does,
and
looks kind of different. He looks really young.
I think he looks totally different.
He looks way different.
I think he looks totally different. I guess it's not confirmed that it's him.
Unconfirmed.
Shit, it's Redfield. It's Redfield.
Whatever. His name's Redfield.
Still, dude.
What's he? Chris's little brother or something?
That's an alternative reality.
Yeah.
Which I don't want.
No, I don't either.
Just correct your mistakes from 5 and 6, and let's fucking get at it.
I don't even think, the story-wise, they don't need to correct anything. They just needed to calm down.
Calm down with the action and the
quick time.
Quick times.
Calm down with the quick time. Calm down with the action a little bit. Make it a little creepier instead of doing more action, and it would have been good.
4,
the story from 5 and 6 were good.
Yeah, they're not bad. 4 was a healthy dose of both. Yeah. Of all of it.
4 was
4 was just the atmosphere and setting of the first half of 4 alone, all the way up to the castle and including the castle, was some of the best shit and the most memorable times of my life playing a video game.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Yeah. For real. Like, that was...
That
to
asshole
me,
with the chainsaw.
To me, that was some of the best fucking piece of work I have ever seen and ever played in my life.
Yeah.
And that's just my opinion. But that's
I beat that one like 5 times.
Oh, dude, I beat it 6 or 7 times. Yeah.
That would be that would be a really awesome live action movie.
Oh my god, yes. Yes.
But, and this is a big but, you will never make anyone happy with whoever you get to play Leon Kennedy. Probably it will never happen.
No. I actually didn't mind that guy. I didn't know who he is, but the guy who played him in Retribution, I actually didn't I didn't mind him. He wasn't that bad. He just wasn't center stage or forefront like
he should be. Leon Kennedy
like he should be, yeah. I just can't get behind 7, so if they're going to do anything, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I want, like, the Stars team. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
Their relatives.
I agree.
Like, that's just...
I agree.
I don't know.
Full-hearted.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I really like, and this is going back to the movies. I really like the animated movies they do.
Dude, the animated movies are awesome. Damnation was great.
For sure.
Regeneration wasn't bad.
Regeneration was badass.
Yeah.
Both of them were good.
Yeah.
And then there's a third one, too, isn't there?
Vendetta.
That wasn't bad. Is there another one coming out? Is there another one coming out?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'll have to look.
I think so.
I'll have to look.
I think so.
I can't wait though. I love them.
Yeah,
it's no different than like DC and their animated universe. Like all of their
Top
shit.
Notch.
Like Batman, Gotham by Gaslight.
Yeah,
it's coming out. Have you seen the trailer to that?
Oh yeah,
looks great.
Yeah. Have you seen the trailer to Batman Ninja?
Yes.
It's fucking awesome,
amazing.
Dude. I haven't seen that trailer.
Oh, dude.
When we're done here, I'll show you.
Yeah, we'll watch it because we also need to. We need to go back and see what that Wesker thinks about because that's kind of got me curious now to see how he was able to be taken down by a door and then just lay there dying until the explosion happens.
Yeah. So. And I might be wrong, but that's how I interpreted it.
I mean, if it's true, that's not a bad explanation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well, really and see, that's their fault because
it's Paul W.S. Anderson.
They've done Anderson. He's jumbled it up so bad that even if there's little stuff like that you should remember from the third or fourth one, you're not going to because everything else doesn't matter. So why?
Yeah, like I remembered a lot. I remember parts and stuff. I just don't remember what exact movie they're from.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can't throw a Retribution and you can't say I don't know, like all the names even fucking feel similar, and I just it's hard to say
similar names.
It's just hard to fucking pinpoint exactly what part like what movie they're in.
Yeah.
I know they happen. I remember them. I just can't remember which one they were in.
Yeah.
Like I think the Dream simulation or whatever they were in where they brought Michelle Rodriguez back and Alice had a daughter and all that. Like, I think that was Afterlife, but it could have been Retribution. I don't fucking remember.
That was Retribution.
Was it Retribution? Okay.
That was Retribution.
Okay, see?
Afterlife was the one where, and I know this might sound silly, but the only way I can remember that is she had that
or was it Retribution?
She had the double-barreled shotgun that she loaded the quarters.
Oh yeah.
That was fucking badass.
Afterlife?
That wasn't Nito.
No, but was that the same movie where Jill was under mind control at the end and then
yes.
That was the end of the
Was Claire under mind control at that point too?
No.
See, I can't fucking remember.
That was
too much.
That was the beginning of the next movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
They get wrecked by Umbrella and
yes.
people just disappear. You never see Kmart again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Wentworth Miller. He's
you
gone.
You don't see a lot of people again.
They're just gone.
If you do, they just randomly show back up and then like the only thing that even showed back up this time around was Wesker and Allie Larder or Claire Redfield.
Yeah.
And even then they didn't make much of a shit at all.
Mm-mm.
Like the whole team just relinquished leadership to Alice, which I mean is natural, but still like just right away only one guy had a little fuss about it.
Yeah.
And then only because Allie Larder knew her, or Claire. So, I don't know. What a fucking mess.
Yeah. Yeah, a jumbled up mess.
Yeah.
But a fun jumbled up mess.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be
It is fun.
I'm trying to give it its due, you know what I mean? Cuz it is an old series.
I mean, it is. Well, and that just goes to show you that they still can't get like video game movies fucking right. They just don't know.
No, not for the most part.
Well, you're going to give it to a bunch of fucking idiots. But did Paul W.S. Anderson work on any of the Matrix movies? Did he work on Matrix movies?
I have no idea.
Who was the brothers that did those? The something Wits.
Yeah, it starts with a W.
Wachowskis.
The Wachowskis, yes.
Wachowskis. The Wachowski brothers.
Yeah.
I just couldn't remember if he helped with that or not. I don't remember.
Well, I mean, they used the same formula as them.
Afterlife had enough slow motion to make it seem like a reloaded.
Oh my God.
They made two awesome movies and
yeah. Took a dump on it.
and took a dump.
Yeah. That's okay. Keanu came out of it. He's John Wick now.
That's right.
That's right.
Fucking John
That is
Wick.
correct.
Dude, I love John
Keanu's
Wick,
going to come out of whatever.
Dude, we need to do it, John
whatever.
Wick.
Yes, we do.
Because I love John fucking Wick. Dude, they just launched the comic books.
You know,
We got the first issues.
you know, I've made the argument here just recently that in the recent past, so like within the last year or so, talking movies with people, and they you know, everybody, because all I watch is macho movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
That's
everybody,
what we do, baby.
so everybody always wants to ask me, you know, what's my favorite? What do I think the best action movie is? What do I think the best this is or this is? And I seriously think that the first John Wick is probably the best action movie of the last 25 years.
Damn.
I
don't know.
seriously think that. I seriously
Well, that's
do.
92.
It's not a bad candidate.
God damn. That's 92.
Not a bad
Oh,
candidate.
I don't know, dude. It's close. See, here's the thing. I love John Wick, and I'd have to agree with that.
I really love the movie Equilibrium for some
But-
reason. That's
And I like the Matrix movies and stuff like that.
as
But
absurd as...
Sci-fi action.
I
Yeah,
love
I
I love the Expendables.
That's not like they're not action.
I love the Expendables.
Expendables
True,
Expendables
right,
is
correct.
good. Expendables is good, but it's not.
Dude, I'm saying though, like True Lies was 93 or 4.
yeah.
I'd put it over
Yeah.
True Lies all day, every day.
Oh, I don't know, dude.
I
like,
would. I know you're a really big fan of it, but it doesn't even come close to action that John Wick does. Not even close. It's not even in the same ballpark on action.
I mean,
Story wise, I'll give you that.
You're right.
story-wise.
You're not
I'll
on
give you that
action. You're not
story-wise.
on the action because like Last Action Hero and several others had way more. Even Terminator and them had way more at the time.
Yeah.
You're probably right on that. I'd say action
I
wise.
really can't think.
movie wise all around. Man, it's really hard for me.
Oh, I would put it over most because I love the mysteriousness
of John Wick.
of John Wick.
Yeah.
I do too.
I can't put
Well,
the
the
second
world
one-
they've built
Yeah, I can't
without
put the
even
second
telling
one-
anything.
I can't put the second one in the same perspective as the first one because you know more about him, and it's not as
Well, he gets his ass kicked even more in this one.
it's not
just
as
a grind.
original.
No, it's right. It's still amazing.
So yeah, it is still amazing, but
Well, here's the thing, we don't have to get too much into it because we got to do a podcast on this because it's just too much to talk about. But
oh yeah, I could talk about the first John Wick for fucking 3 hours.
But
I shit you not. I
Yeah,
could go.
it's fucking
I could go
amazing.
frame for
It's
frame
amazing.
on John Wick.
Because they've built this world right where you want to know, and that's why I'm glad they're coming out with the comics because I think they're covering prequel.
Yeah,
Right? I haven't
yeah,
I haven't even
think
read
so.
it yet.
I
I've
think
got
so.
them. I haven't read
Well,
it.
after you put my order in for one, I
Yeah.
looked it up a little bit, and everything
prequel,
I've
right?
read says that it's prequel.
Prequel. Yeah, because that's what I was reading.
But everything I've read, they didn't really go into perspective. Everybody's just like, "This is good."
Yeah,
like,
but oh yeah, thanks.
okay,
dude.
thanks.
But it's like they set this world up right where this organization you want to know more
Who all these hitmen are?
that's just it. Like you
I
see
want to
in
know
two,
more of them. I want to know more of them.
That's the thing you see in two. Like every fucking person is.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, they I know they were supposed to be there just to show, like, hey, you know, at a fucking moment's notice that you don't know, like, this is how much you're working against you.
Yeah.
And it's incredible. And the currency is also another thing that I'm really like.
Yeah, I
the
think
currency-
that's
yeah.
awesome too.
Like, where did that come from? Where did this fucking thing even originate?
And I got an unpopular hope. I guarantee it. I guarantee nobody else is gonna like this. Or well, I can't guarantee it, but I don't think anybody else is gonna like this. I hope this third one, I hope he dies at the end.
John Wick?
Yep.
Why?
I don't want him to do anymore.
Yeah.
After the third, and I know that sounds silly because I do love movies that go on forever, like Fast and Furious, even though it's stupid and it's not good anymore.
Yeah,
I still like that it keeps going on, and they keep like ramping up the fucking action with it more and more.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the John Wick story so much that I want them to end it before it gets watered down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I can agree with that.
Well,
I like Epic Last Stands too.
I do too. That's what I was thinking.
Like the end of the wild.
Well, you're really
exactly.
They kill like 100 men. And
yes,
all
if the Wild Bunch wouldn't have ended
fighting
that way, it wouldn't have been that good of a movie.
Well, you all like The Departed a lot too.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
like
The Departed
is
one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, that's that. So that makes a lot of sense. I can understand.
And The Departed would not have hit near as hard at the end if they wouldn't have all died.
Yeah,
if everyone would have lived, it wouldn't have meant near as much.
You're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because it would have been forgettable.
Yeah, exactly.
It would have been It would have been good, but it would have been forgettable. But everybody loved so much because they didn't see it coming.
It would have still hit pretty hard if Leo would have still died, but everybody else lived.
Yeah,
it still would have hit pretty hard, but it wouldn't hit like this.
Where it just went to shit.
Yes,
everything just went to shit. Well, I actually get your point here. Because I'd wondered about that. Because one, he's pretty much already dead anyway. That's why he shot the fucking guy in the hotel in the first place. Because he doesn't care.
Yeah,
like he's gonna fight.
Yeah,
and he's gonna bring the whole fucking thing down with him.
Yeah,
because he knows it's beneath him at this point, right? Yeah. He's taking advantage of it. He's using it to his perk, but it's beneath him.
Well,
he only got back in for two reasons, and both reasons he only got back in because of vendettas.
Yeah,
that's it. Revenge. That's it.
Yep.
Like you mess with the wrong fucking guy, and you mess with it after my wife died, and he's already dead.
Yeah.
So if he dies, he can go home to his wife. That's kind of the thing where I get it. So I wouldn't be opposed to that.
The first one, the dog meant everything.
Oh,
and that's what I don't think people. we need to quit talking because we're going to ruin our fucking John Wick podcast.
We'll just repeat it.
Yeah. But just real quick, what people don't realize about the dog, when the dog dies, it's not the dog. It wasn't about the dog. The dog was nothing but a symbol. His wife's last action, her last action as a human being, a living human being, was to get him this dog so that he would not be lonely.
Yeah, for him to go on living and to learn to love something else again.
Exactly.
To not be down.
Like, people don't give that enough credit.
No.
That is when people talk about these fucking little these fucking girly movies like The Notebook and all this other bullshit that's it's so touching. It's so
that right there
this is touching. No, it's not. That's fucking touching, man.
That actually hits men in the feels.
Exactly. It does.
Like men losing animals, men losing wives, men losing kids, or men reconciling with their fathers after years. Like that's touching shit for men. Yeah. In my opinion.
Well, I understand.
That's why Paul Walker.
I'm not a hitman. I'm not John Wick. I'm not a badass. But I guarantee you, I can relate to someone getting pissed off and killing everybody because they killed a fucking dog that his dying wife gave him, or his dead wife gave him. I relate to that.
Well, and those guys were shitbags anyway, right?
They deserve it. They all deserve it.
Yeah, they really went
every one of them
over something, and it just so happened to heighten it even more, just multiply it more because of what it meant.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's why things like Paul Walker dying in real life, hits people so hard when when Brian rides off into the sunset as a symbol. Like it's oh my god, like that hits people hard because he was such and it's a lot because Paul Walker was a likable guy.
Yeah.
Like a cool, likable, normal guy who wasn't into this bullshit that Hollywood, like you never heard of it anyway. So
yeah, he was just
a good dad,
normal guy,
right?
That just happened to be an actor.
It would be like Keanu dying at this point.
Oh,
because Keanu's like one of the best motherfuckers alive.
Oh, dude, Keanu Reeves is one of the most upstanding citizens of the world.
Don't even talk like that.
He is one of the most upstanding citizens of the world.
Yeah, I agree
for real.
I think if Keanu died, it would hit us all.
I guarantee it would. I guarantee it would.
Terrible.
He
don't go, Keanu.
You know, and people used to make fun of him so much because he was he's not a very good actor. He was
he's typecast.
As the dummy,
the dude, bro,
and and blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden
he's fucking John Wick, baby,
and then all of a sudden
he's Neo, but still like.
Oh, I associate him with John Wick way more than Neo.
You see, we
the third Matrix undid the good that the first one did.
I agree. The first, and the second one was okay.
The second one was good. The first one was amazing. Second one was good. Third was so much bullshit, dog shit, fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
That it done away with the good.
They probably because they shot it fucking back to back.
It did. It was so films. Bad that it erased a lot of the good from the first.
Do you think it's because they shot it back to back?
Oh, I think so. I think
that's part of it.
No, I don't.
You don't?
Not in reality. In reality,
because I mean, Lord of the Rings stuff
I think the Wachowski brothers just got so rich so quick that they just didn't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, let's get wild. How do we end this?
Really think about it.
How do we end the war against machines?
What movies have they done since then?
Oh, I don't even know.
None.
I don't even fucking know.
None. They don't need to. No. They fucking retired at goddamn age 25.
Yeah. They can just get people's blood a boiling, and hint at it Matrix 4, and then
I don't want it.
I don't think
I don't want it in a million years. I don't know
if I want it now either.
I don't.
Why not? Hell,
I got. Why the fuck not? We've got 7 Resident Evils or 6 Resident Evils.
I really don't care.
if you haven't noticed, I got really fucking pissed at the third one. So
yeah. Just right now he got really.
And we need to do it. We need to do a Matrix.
We do. Now, I mean, we can't sit here and act like we wouldn't go watch another Resident Evil.
I would. I guarantee I would.
Certainly would.
Now, I am interested to see where they're going to go with the reboot. So they're going to have to. I'm sure they're going to redo.
I hope Jovovich is gone.
Oh, I know she'll be gone.
I hope she'll be gone. I hope her old man's gone too.
Yeah, we can hope Anderson's
Jesus
gone.
Christ, move the fuck on.
They should have.
And you too, Michael Bay.
S.D. Perry.
I'm gonna throw it in anytime I can.
S.D. Perry, the author of the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should write the script.
I agree. I agree with that.
I agree.
That would be.
I agree with that.
Probably pretty all right.
Yep.
I just don't want anything to
do with fucking. Who would direct?
Ooh, definitely not Paul Anderson.
J.J. Abrams for Lens Flare.
I don't want J.J. Abrams.
Michael Bay.
No.
Wouldn't be able to tell what the fuck's going on.
It'd just be explosions.
Well, you think the slow motions were already bad enough.
As much as I love him, Snyder, everybody would be like super emotional, and it'd be so drab and gray looking.
It would be even more so than it already is, really. It's kind of already like that anyway.
Yeah, it kind of is. He would actually probably do a pretty good fucking job on it.
Well, he would probably do he would probably make it look like Anderson did it, but like do a better job at it. Yeah. I think it's much.
Well, there's not much.
I'm kind of sick of Snyder too. I mean, not really, but kind of.
There's not much more darkness you can get than what they already did have.
No, when you go full blown fucking Fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
desert wasteland.
Yeah, I don't know who could direct it at all.
A new guy, probably.
A new guy, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say
someone who wants to make a name for themselves.
Yeah, somebody young and hungry.
Someone hungry for it.
Well, you know what? Somebody our age would probably be best because somebody who grew up playing
with young actors,
years old playing Resident Evil.
Exactly.
With young actors, that'd be great, dude.
Exactly.
Like most of them's first film.
Yep.
And a lot of them love the games. That'd be really important.
Yeah.
The dude that actually can take inspiration from the games and work out that shit.
We need Leon Kennedy with perfect hair.
Yeah.
We need a Chris Redfield that's built like a brick shit house. Mm-hmm. We need a Claire Redfield that looks good in jean shorts. And a vest.
And Jill Valentine.
We need Jill Valentine to just be
gorgeous.
Everything. To be everything.
To be our everything.
Yeah.
To be our everything.
To be a Jill sandwich.
To be a Jill sandwich.
Less martial arts, more shooting and creeping around a creepy atmosphere.
Who the fuck?
Just creeping around.
That's one thing. That's one thing that I dislike about all the movies. There's not near enough shooting in them.
No.
If I guarantee goddamn to you, if I'm in a zombie apocalypse, I'm not gonna be fucking karate chopping these sumbitches in the head. I'm gonna be shooting them.
I was telling him when they were complaining.
Bullets are cheap, man.
I was telling him during watching 7 or 6, the final chapter. when they got out of the fucking lake after jumping in to get away from the Cerberus, and they lost most of their fucking guns.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how they only had like a few bullets left or a magazine here and there left. And I'm like, well, shit, this is the part because it likes to go out and to show the map where they're at and then where they're heading to. And it's like, well, hell, they need to get to that fucking next portion, and then the fucking merchant needs to come out with a cloak and say, stranger.
Hey, stranger.
Yeah. What you buying?
Yeah.
They might as well put him in there. What the hell?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't care.
Well,
I mean, do whatever the fuck you want. It's already outrageous.
That's what when they said, well, what are we going to do? We're almost out. And I said, you need to fucking break open crates and barrels and boxes and start looking for herbs.
Start looking
for herbs. And
someone gets bitten by a snake.
Yeah. Comes out of the fucking barrel. Do a real life video game. Like they actually walk in, they bust open a barrel, like, hey, look, guys, I found some 9mm ammo, and then they put it in their inventory, and it acts just like a video game.
Yep.
You want to get fucking ridiculous? At least make a video game.
You want to get crazy? Let's get crazy.
At least make it cool.
Let's get crazy.
At least get cool with crazy.
I want motherfuckers looking for keys to open doors instead of just kicking the doors open.
I want 3 different groups of the fucking team splitting off into weird fucking rooms full of death puzzles.
No, they
grabbing little ornaments of stuff that stick in the wall.
I don't have a helmet key.
They kind of did that in the first one.
I know, but they need to do it more. They need to do it again in this new one.
I agree.
Just something crazy.
Well, they need to do it more for the second.
They need to get the El Gigante in, dude.
Oh yeah,
that'd be great.
That would be that.
Fucking
I'd like
Salazar.
I would like to see that on the big screen.
Cool shit, dude. Wouldn't it?
That would be cool.
Saying like you want a fucking movie version of 4, dude.
Jack Krauser.
Yeah, or bring back Nemesis. Jack Krauser would be awesome.
Krauser.
And have like Kevin Nash play him. No, don't do that.
Nah.
He'll tear his quad.
I was about to say he'll tear both quads.
Both quads. Who could play Jack Krauser?
I have no idea. Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I booked myself to win this fight until I tore my quad. Tom Hardy. Yeah, Tom Hardy.
Yeah,
Tom Hardy can play. He can play Jack Krauser, Chris Redfield, and probably Rebecca.
That's
James.
Everybody's answer to everything.
Tom
nowadays.
Hardy.
I'm so sick.
You know who the
of
next?
Tom Hardy.
You know who the next Tom Hardy's going to be, guys?
Who?
John Bernthal.
John Bernthal. You really think so?
Nah.
Yep.
Nah.
You know what?
No, don't be wrong. I love him, and I love him now. But you fucking wait, dude.
No.
You wait.
No way.
I don't.
You wait.
Now
they're going to put him in everything, and he's going to be the next goddamn thing.
He has been in everything lately.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll give you that. But I got another one. Scott Eastwood. I guarantee you, it's going to be within.
Chris Redfield.
No, I mean he's going to be the next. He's going to be the next Tom Hardy.
Yeah,
that's. You just
where everybody's sick of wanting him. He's going to want him for everything. Everybody's sick of.
Exactly, because
I do like Scott Eastwood right now too.
I do too, but
I
guarantee you, within the next year, he's going to be in fucking 6 different movies all in 1 year. I guarantee it.
Huge movies, yeah. Yeah, I was saying they're going to burn us out. These motherfuckers, dude.
Oh, I've been burning on Tom Hardy for a long time.
Oh, me too.
He's so fucking pretentious.
I know
everything.
I know.
In real life, I'm not talking about his acting.
Yeah,
because he does really good with his acting. I don't think he can top Lawless, to be honest.
No. I think after that, everybody gave him way too much fucking credit.
Oh, I think so too.
And I think
so too.
And everybody really overrates him as Bane because Bane was not good.
Yeah, he was terrible. He was overrated Bane.
Yeah. The whole character was overrated.
I love this movie right here, Mad Max. Absolutely love it. I think he was overrated.
Absolutely, 100% overrated.
He was the most overrated part
Charlize
of that movie.
Theron was better in that movie.
Charlize Theron was amazing in that movie. I don't care what anybody says.
Have you watched Atomic Blonde yet?
No, I have not.
You got to watch Atomic Blonde, dude. I love Atomic Blonde.
I need
to. Even though there is a lot of crazy shit on Atomic Blonde where, like she couldn't actually fucking kick a dude. And I'm not trying to get like retarded, about this, but like there's some things that's just ridiculous, like in her heels and stuff. But it's a movie, and it was still fun as shit, and the soundtrack was amazing. You got to watch it. Like she did a really good job.
Oh, speaking of,
it's just a fun.
Speaking
movie.
of, you just reminded me. We're we're supposed to be talking about Resident Evil.
Oh no, it's over.
One thing about the Resident Evil movies is the soundtracks are the best soundtracks in the fucking world. There's
pretty
none
good.
better.
Yeah.
There's not. I can't think of any series of movies that has a better soundtrack. But I mean, it's because it's my favorite. It's my favorite.
You like that type of music a lot,
music,
yeah. I don't know, because I can't think of
Maximum Overdrive had a pretty good soundtrack.
Dude, yeah, but it was all AC/DC.
Yeah, but we're also talking about series too.
Yeah,
like in a movie series, that's hard to.
Okay,
well, the first Resident Evil, when it came out, I was really into Slipknot at the time, which I still am. I mean, you can't just not be. But so that was huge. That My Plague was on. It was actually featured in the movie, and then the next one was Kill Switch Engage. The end of Heartache, fucking amazing. And then the third one was Kill Switch Engage too. I don't remember what song it was, but it was Kill Switch Engage. And then I think was it. Oh man, they're all awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was saying.
I don't know what you're saying.
Other than I love the soundtrack.
You love the fucking type of music. You love.
I love
Slipknot.
the soundtracks. I love the soundtracks. Yeah. I love Slipknot. I love Kill Switch Engage. Yeah. They had Korn on a few of them. I love Korn.
I did sit through the end credits of the first movie multiple times.
Yeah,
Slipknot.
just because Slipknot.
Like 1 and 2 were in that 2002 and 2004, and that was that era of like movies just of that genre had a very similar feel and similar music.
Yeah,
and that was just cool. That's probably a lot of it. Really, because I can't even remember too many movies around that time that had that much action and cool ass soundtrack either. As ridiculous as they were.
Fast and Furious, but it was all like
it was rap, it was hip hop and rap,
Mexican hip hop.
Yeah, it was a lot different than that.
Not for me.
Yeah, I'm not really big into it.
Not a fan.
Do you see they might be maybe unveiling Resident Evil 2 remake?
Yeah, they keep saying that.
I know. They've been fucking talking about it for a year.
Now they've been talking about it longer than a year.
Longer than a year. Now they're saying
they've been talking about it for a long time.
They're saying now that could be revealed soon, and maybe the first of the year even. These are leaks. These are rumors.
They said that last year too.
It's true, but
I think they're going to try to surprise us. You don't play as Leon. You play as Robert Kendo.
Don't you say that, dude?
The
do you
gun
think
shop owner?
The guy that was late for his party or whatever, his first day party or something like that. He's like in there. Here's
your party has been canceled.
Yeah, his party has been canceled.
Get to see his story.
Yeah. We get to see what happened to that poor man right before everything went down. That's what we should cover.
I don't even remember that officer's name.
I don't either.
Yeah, that's a shame. Remember.
We should.
I don't feel bad for not knowing his name.
I'm really hoping. Do you think it's gonna be in third person or first person because of the fucking 7?
It better be in third. It better have clunky ass tank controls. It
better
take me a minute to turn around.
That's what purists are wanting, and I wouldn't be opposed to that. I wouldn't be opposed to how they did the remakes or the remasters of 1 and 0, which was like. They use the tank controls as an alternative, but the stick was free move. Like the cameras was still fixed. It was like an over the shoulder or over the top third person camera.
Think it should be.
And it was a fixed camera, so you couldn't see around the corner, but you were free to move.
That's the way I think it should
with
be.
the stick, or you can do the tank controls as an alternate. That's what I think so too.
I think it should be a fixed camera
like
with,
Resident
with the free controls on the stick.
Yeah, I really don't see why Resident Evil 2 remake just couldn't be like what Resident Evil 0 or what Resident Evil 1 remake was to the GameCube and the PlayStation 2, GameCube days back then. I don't see why that can't be what this is, just with better graphics because of the time era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just update what you have. Obviously, there's going to be some differences, but build from the ground up, update what you have, still have the same look and feel, just be updated graphics.
Yeah.
And a little bit updated controls, but no first person.
Remember the Resident Evil remake for the GameCube?
Yeah, that's what yeah.
I wanted to kind of play out like that, only be much larger.
Well, that's what I mean. Like that, like to have it be just like that in that sense because they rebuilt it from the ground up and just have it like that, but have it better graphics because it's that time. Because it's the time, we have it. We're gonna
and maybe have a reloading tool.
No, okay, we got to add. That would be cool.
And maybe have secret unlocks and
that would be cool to add some stuff.
And a vending machine that dispenses. Just get ridiculous.
Just a vending machine that dispenses like gunpowder.
And then you can buy loot crates
Oh, I guarantee. Oh,
gonna have loot boxes.
It's a game.
You can buy loot boxes.
EA's behind this.
Capcom.
Yeah.
Yeah. EA.
EA's going to be behind this, and they're going to have loot boxes.
Oh yeah.
The pay to play, pay to
You
win.
can unlock skins for your guns.
Pay to win.
They're only going to give you half the game, and then the other half is DLC.
Buddy.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't fucking
Get the
doubt
season
that.
pass, guys.
When they're doing it with Final Fantasy VII remake, we're gonna give it 2 episodes.
Yeah,
Like fuck you. What the hell you mean episodes?
because I can make a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, fuck you.
It has a really fleshed out skill tree. You gain experience and rank up.
Dude, I tell you what,
and unlock
it would
more
be
powerful-
really fucking awesome if, like, cosmetic wise, it looked like very similar, but they added shit like that to this, and it's actually a much bigger version of what 2 could have been back then.
Yeah.
Instead of just doing what GameCube did for their remake, that would be impressive.
Yeah.
And that's wishful thinking. That like you don't want to get
Super
your hopes
wishful
up,
thinking.
but that'd be cool as shit.
That would be wonderful.
The reload tool. Honestly, is one of my favorite fucking things after playing 3 about the whole series.
I love all the options.
And I
Reloading
do
ammo.
love that they kind of brought that back in 7.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the very few things I love about 7. The fact that ammo is a little bit harder to find places, and then they had that reloading tool. But it's only for, like, certain kinds of ammo. It's like pistol and shotgun or something.
Yeah.
It's very limited.
Yeah, it is.
But it's still awesome.
Can't mix powders.
No. Yeah, mixing powders
Like
to
in
have
3.
super handgun ammo and ice grenades.
It was fun.
Fucking awesome.
I like the story of 7 for the most part.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's a pretty intriguing story.
It is.
The only thing
I think it's
The
too
only
much like
thing-
a horror movie. Like it's
I like, there's a few things that I hate.
Mhm.
I hate, they allude a lot to like supernatural stuff, like ghosts and shit.
yeah, right.
Fucking hate it. I hate that shit.
Like there's too much.
we
too
don't
much,
need that stuff, man.
well, like
Leave that for the Conjuring people. Let them fucking.
I mean,
let,
I don't-
let them like. That
I don't
shit.
mind
I
that
don't
stuff,
want
but
it.
not there. Like I don't like the fact that you have to fight them. Like I know there's certain characters you have to fight at different stages of the game or whatever, but like I hate that you're fighting these people and they just won't fucking die forever. You know what I mean? And it's way too Texas Chainsaw Massacre for me.
it's very. It's
You know what I mean?
Very
Like
Texas
it's
Chainsaw.
not. It's just not. It doesn't flow the same way
No.
as a dark mansion of, hey, you know what the fuck's going on. These people are fucked up and there's some weird shit going on.
Yeah.
And then the creatures, right? Like the ones in the basement and stuff, cool creatures. But they're the only fucking kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like that's it.
I love the variety.
The variety's not
I
there.
even like basic zombies.
Oh,
then you,
well,
then
right.
See, that's what I think. I think most
then
these
you have
games are
zombified
missing.
dogs and
Yeah.
crows.
Cerberus.
They're just creepy shit.
That's the thing about Resident Evil. You had
Lickers
you had
were
a
like my
huge snake.
favorite.
You had zombies. You had Cerberus. You had
Giant ass spiders.
snake, spider. Yeah, you had all of it. Sharks. The sharks.
Yeah.
Like that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that made much better on the GameCube version.
Why would you make a fucking zombified shark?
What about fucking goddamn King Cobra? Like that's retarded.
Well,
But a shark?
they were making like a super cobra or whatever.
Why the
It
fuck
was
would you
just
do that?
it was just some kind of experiment.
Why
Well, I
fuck would
think
you
that
make a
was
huge goddamn spider?
the T virus just
Just enhanced everything.
mutated the
Yeah.
snake. That's
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah.
It wasn't planned.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true.
I mean, I'll fight a snake.
only happened to one
I'll fight a
snake.
snake.
Why, goddamn
I'll fight
you
a
seen
nor-
Anaconda?
I'll fight a
I
goddamn
will
snake.
John
fight a
Voight?
normal sized goddamn
Yeah,
snake.
I will John Voight that motherfucker. I will fight.
and then get squeezed to death.
I
Squeeze it
will
and swallow
fight
it.
a snake to death.
And then you can get regurgitated on
A
the
shark?
Jennifer Lopez.
I don't do sharks, baby.
Dude, I don't do spiders, dude.
Not on the
do
water.
sharks. See, spiders I can deal with too. You know why? Because they're on land. I'm a land dweller. They're
Right.
a land dweller.
Right.
I can fight a fucking...
Your projectile weapons work on land.
Exactly.
That's true.
As well.
I'll fight
which
a
is
goddamn
super
That's the
snake.
thing about these.
I'll fight a
Like, it
spider.
takes a lot of ammo, but
Your
these things are
gunpowder
killable,
based.
and they don't usually come back. Some of them do. Most of them don't. I mean, with the exception of a few of them, like Nemesis and shit. You know, they don't come back for multiple go around. Most of these things, you have 1 or 2 stages, mostly 1, and that's it.
Yeah.
And you know, these guys, like this whole family,
I got
are the only
about
ones,
7.
so you have multiple
Yeah.
times around with them,
Yeah,
and it's
you
like,
don't-
oh man, I just don't.
No, you wanted Nemesis to come back. Because on
yeah.
hard mode, he drops treasure. Goddamn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Drops enhanced weapons.
I don't know, man. Like, there's a lot of people who might disagree and like 7 a lot.
Well, there's a lot of
I
people
think
that love
I think I think 7 is okay. I just don't want it back.
Yeah.
And I really am worried that this is where we're going to go in the future.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm just worried, man.
How popular was 7 again?
Pretty
It's
friggin'
fairly popular.
Yeah. I thought so.
Well, and they added that DLC where you're like Chris Redfield, and it's very actiony. Like you got an assault rifle, and you're destroying shit. And they got a couple different enemies, and like it looks cool. But like that's still not exactly what I'm looking for, baby.
They had the lost tapes that were pretty cool too.
Sorry, yeah, they're all right. Yeah, they're okay.
Trapped in that bedroom.
I think, like I said, I think for an outing, this is okay.
Yeah.
I just don't want this to become the norm.
I
might be in the minority now. I don't know.
No, I don't think it'll be the norm. I think first person is. I think first person's here to stay.
Oh,
forever.
I don't want any of that to be the norm.
It will be. It will be. They're not going to go back to third person.
God damn you, PT.
It will. Yeah, it'll be first person from now on.
So I'm saying, dude, I think it's the PT, man. Like everybody was just all up about fucking PT and Silent Hill, and I don't want that shit, man.
Yep.
It's cool for a little bit.
Oh, I don't want it. It was too much. It was too far for me. It went way too far for me.
And I don't care if it's scary or I know.
No, it ain't even. I mean, the scary. Yeah, it was scary as fuck. But it ain't even that. It's just the nastiness. They took it way too far.
Really?
Yeah. When you see the fetus in the sink and shit.
Oh well, yeah. The PT thing.
Yeah.
You mean
too far.
Yeah,
too
that
far.
was pretty rough. It was pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about 7.
No, you took it way too far.
Yeah.
And a lot of things, and this applies to movies too. So I mean, going back to, since we're on a movie podcast,
yes, yeah, of course. Yes.
This goes back to movies too. That a big problem in media, in movies and games, is they don't have any original thoughts. And so what they do is they try to find the most fucked up thing they can think of, and they put that in there because that's going to get people talking about it. They've been doing that with scary movies for the last 10 years at least, and that's why I don't like any new scary movies. And I know like you like a lot of the newer scary movies,
I love
and I know you probably do too.
Insidious and The Conjuring are seriously,
but I hate them. I hate anything to do with anything to do with ghosts. I think is fucking retarded.
The first Conjuring was awesome.
I can't do it.
The other ones, Sinister is actually not that bad.
But
Sinister 1 and 2 actually aren't that bad.
I got a question for you, and I may have asked this before on the last podcast. I don't know. How come you only see ghosts in the 1800s? How come you don't see any ghosts from like 2007?
Oh, you mean like all the stories that like the possessions and all the ghosts and stuff that are haunted houses are always from like 100 years ago?
Exactly. That is a good ass question.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because of all the shit that happened back then, maybe you think?
Not any more than it does now.
Well, I mean, it's true. I mean, yeah, people would complain that we're getting more mass murder now, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we're not.
We're not.
We're not, but
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people can talk.
Like, really?
It's just recorded and you hear about it way more often. It's still be the same no matter what. I don't know. It's weird. Just old fairy tales. Bullshit. Wives' tales.
Cell phone towers.
Cell phone towers.
Yeah. And I'm not saying
it's bad for the spirit. You can't come back.
With them.
I'm not saying
because more spirits are crossing over nowadays.
I'm not saying that that ghosts couldn't exist. I'm not saying
with the advance of technology, people live better lives, so they're they're crossing over easier.
Yeah, with our high level of income and advances in technology, it's nothing to think we might live to be 200.
I mean, let me tell you something. We do live a lot easier than most people in most countries, and we do live a lot better and easier than
but you know what?
than we did back in the day.
You're damn right.
You know what? So. And I don't mean to get too philosophical here, but you know what is why that's not a good point?
Why?
Because people who live in third world countries are happier than we are.
Are they though?
Oh yeah.
Get out of here.
Oh yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah.
The ones that are starving to death.
Talk to an Amish person. I mean, they're not third world country, but you know what I mean.
But they also take advantage of a lot of shit we do now.
They do.
They've been. I think
they live without electricity. They take their fucking baths in fucking ponds.
Well, I mean, they stink, but
they work
sometimes
all day long.
They're nice as shit though.
You know what? They're way happier.
The ones around here are super nice.
They are way happier than we are.
Well,
you know why? Well,
we take advantage of it now.
This right here, we got a little nightmare box that we look at fucking 17 hours a day, we look at a nightmare
That's
box.
true. That is true.
Streams nightmares straight into our fucking eyeballs.
I love my nightmare box.
I do too.
I know.
I do
That's
too.
the-
I do
well,
too.
we recognize
but it
the
is.
problem at least.
Yeah, I do too.
I think I'm happier than an Amish person.
I know
pretty
I'm
laid-back,
not.
happy guy.
I know I'm not.
You're not happy with that?
I'm not near as happy with my job, with my work.
Oh, well. Yeah, I can see that.
I guarantee you, none of us are as fulfilled as an Amish person.
Maybe not. I don't know. I can tell you one thing right now. Like, having your own business and paying the taxes and everything is interesting. It's cool. It's nice working for yourself and not somebody else, but it is stressful as shit.
Yep. Especially
Especially when it's slow like it's been. Like, it's just stressful. You know, anytime it gets slow, it's stressful. Anytime it's great, you're fucking happy. But, you know, I understand, money doesn't always buy happiness, but I can guarantee it makes things easier.
Oh,
in
yeah,
this
it
day
does.
and age. So,
It
I mean, it makes everything a little
But
bit
you
better.
know,
Money buys
like-
guns
like
and media
That's true.
my
Well,
great
it does buy media.
and
my-
food.
my
Well, that's
great
another reason why
And
we're
I
not
don't
fucking
have to
happy.
cook myself.
my great grandpa, if they needed food, he'd go out and kill it.
Yeah.
And then they'd cook it and they'd eat it, and he didn't have to go to work. Didn't have to work.
Yeah. And he was just fine what he had, and he just took care of dinner.
Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy.
I mean,
Nope.
they didn't care about
No, not now. You
accumulating
got to be out.
possessions.
Not
No.
now. You got to be out in the workforce. You got to pay taxes. We got to tax you. If you're not
Yeah,
working
you-
somewhere, we're going to have to find a way to
If-
tax your ass and
If
your property.
If you live in the United States, either you are either a leech off society or you spend your whole life working until you die.
Yeah. Without owning absolutely anything.
One of those two
Technically-
things.
technically
One of
owning
those
it.
two things. You
Yeah.
are either a leech off society or you work until you die.
Yeah. You could even be done buying. You can even be done paying off your house. You still got to pay a shit ton of property tax.
Exactly.
Like, you don't own it. You don't own shit.
No, you
Not
don't own
really.
anything.
No.
Whatever. Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's probably a time we need to wrap it up anyway.
Oh, yeah,
because
I
it's about
guarantee
that time. But we don't want to get into
We have
that.
rambled on. We have touched on 1,700 different subjects.
Yeah,
But I tell you what though, everybody got the Resident Evil side of this way beforehand. So they could, if they turned it off, if they
Yeah,
stopped
exactly.
listening like 20 minutes ago, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everything was over.
Well, see what I'm gonna do is
Everything
I'm gonna
else is
take
just
this,
for me.
I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna show it to Andrew. I'm gonna say this is why you can't leave again.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. This is
I
exactly.
can't keep you guys.
Mike can't keep us corralled up.
No.
Yeah, Mike can't keep this in
No, I
control. We already get off on tangents like before, but
Yeah.
with Andrew.
Yeah.
But like Andrew, he's keeping us in line.
And we need to figure out what other movies you would like to do with us,
Yeah, because we got to get you on
for
too
the-
some
we
other
do.
times too.
so that we can have that ready for the future.
We could probably put him on another podcast and do video
Escape
games
from
or
New
something.
York.
Yeah.
Escape
and not
from
instead of
LA.
doing our movie
Oh
cast.
man, we'll have to have Andrew for that.
Oh,
one
yeah.
too.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
We'll have to get. We can get another mic. We can get another mic and get all four of us.
Yeah.
In. We could.
Yeah,
we can just
do
talk about Kurt Russell for 4 hours.
We can just do Kurt Russell
we-
movies.
4
We
hours.
can just- we can-
4 hours is not enough.
Yeah,
well,
dude. Snake,
You're right. You're
goddamn
probably
Plissken.
right
Okay.
about
I'm telling you, 4 hours is not enough to talk about Kurt Russell.
So.
I think so much of him as just a human being, not even just an actor.
Oh, I know. Right?
don't we all?
Like Keanu, right?
Yeah, exactly like Keanu.
Yeah, he's just a fucking good person and cool motherfucker. I like him a lot, and I like most of his movies. Anyway, so yes, Andrew, this is what happens when you're gone.
Yeah.
Luckily, he will be back here next week. We've got a couple in line over the next couple weeks. We've got Indiana Jones coming up, and we've got Lethal Weapon coming up. And I know he's excited about that. So we'll have that. We'll have Andrew back, and we want to.
I love Indiana Jones too.
Well, yeah, sure, of course.
just not near as much as
Sure.
Lethal Weapon.
Sure. We've also got Star Wars coming out here soon. We got to get that going too.
Star Wars.
So, just saying.
Did you see Daisy Ridley said that she's done after
I seen it.
Yeah.
number 9?
I know. Ungrateful.
I'm glad she
I am
said
too,
that.
I am
I'm
too.
glad she said
I
that,
am
and
too.
I like her.
I do
really
too. I do too. But I'm glad.
I'm glad she said she just came right out and laid the fucking law down. Right
I'm
on.
done.
They were like,
I'm done.
She's like, nope, I signed on for 3, and that's all I'm doing. And everybody's like, what?
Oh, God damn.
I want everyone to die.
Like everyone
The
that's to die. Like
Well,
Rogue.
It
he
can
wants-
end like
if it were in like Rogue One, and
I want
just
the
end
porgs
this.
to die. Just everything.
Yeah. God damn it, you destructive savage.
I know.
He belongs here.
It'd make for a good Star Wars.
It would.
No one would fucking the whole world would blow up. The internet would blow up.
Yep.
So anyway, we gotta take off. We are over past time. We are way past time. Like way past time.
Yeah.
So but I don't really give a shit. It's our show, motherfucker. It's our show.
Yeah.
Mike, thanks for joining us.
You don't like it? Come get on our show with us.
And we will have you back on one of these days soon. We got to get Andrew back here so he can get us online, though. So
yeah, I just kind of let things happen.
Yeah. Mike,
I don't care what.
Mike's a pretty free spirit. Yeah. That's why I like him. We all get along really well because he just lets us get away with whatever the fuck we want because we're out of control. Because we're wild.
Yeah, because we're wild.
See you guys.